Coming through with the strength in you. Dun 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 dun. Coming through with the strength in you. Hey boo. Hey, coming through with the strength in you. What it do, what it do. Coming through with the strength in you. You made it. Good job. Strength in you. Coming through. Strength in you. Coming through. Hey boo.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Monday, y'all. We made it through the weekend, going into another week with great opportunities, great blessings, and we here. And we're about to come in. I'm about to bring my queen in, my other queen. She about to hit the scene. Okay, you know what to do with my boo. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, how are you today?
I am great. How about yourself?
I'm shining brightest. Well, not bright, but y'all can't see it's bright, but I'm shining.
You cute anyway, girl. It's all good. It's all good. So we got you in. Now let's bring in our king of the bunch. We got to bring in with wisdom with the come through with the
Yo, I'm just kidding. What's up, guys?
you saw my
I
face
was,
coming.
I was like, yo, I was trying to like start so courage you come in and be like, ew, like she did at the beginning. To tell you guys real quick before we start the show, I came in and we're not live yet, so like there's no reason for me to like, come out Disney Works and Disney hands, and
Mm-hmm.
courage is over here like, ew, ew what,
It's always me.
ew what.
It's
I'm
always
sorry.
me.
It's always you.
Trish said the same thing. She was like, "Ooh,
Oh my god,
you tell
dude.
them
Y'all
about
already know
her."
what's up. Don't be coming up in here dry. Even if we ain't live, we need
Yeah.
wisdom to always do what it do and be like, "What's up, booze?" Because you are a brother. You know what's up.
I uh, uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, anyway, how are you, sir?
I am doing fantastic. It's Monday, Labor Day. Shout out to everybody taking the day off today. Um, and I'm feeling fantastic, honestly.
That's what's up. So,
I feel
okay.
fantastic.
We girl, you look fantastic. We know you fantastic. You stay fantastic.
There goes my baby. Yeah,
Anyway,
I've been singing that all weekend.
you
Like,
for
thank
real.
you, courage. Thank you.
Ooh, that's a good
Trina, you
Got
song.
that stuck in my head.
courage and
Ooh,
started something. Now he over here just singing.
there
You got him
goes
singing his
my
own.
baby. Okay,
But
I ain't
like I
gonna
was
sing it no
saying,
more.
Junior brought it up. Happy Labor Day, y'all. Happy Labor Day. So shout out to all our hard workers that been grinding, making sure their families are straight. It ain't easy getting up doing what you do, and we commend you. So happy Labor Day, baby. Now go have you a little sippy sip, chill, do what you do, and just ace yourself
And
because you did.
encourage one. Encourage
Just,
one.
just real quick, because I don't think she's gonna come in. But happy birthday to Miss Deborah Sweezy. Hold on. Sweezy, Sweezy. Happy birthday, girl. And yo, she looks
Happy
good for 68. She looking
She
great.
does.
birthday.
Shout out to Deborah. Happy birthday, sugar. As he said, Sweezy.
If we watch it on the replay, you know what
She
time it
know
is.
what's up. She know what's up. But yo, so today we're gonna talk about love, getting love from our communities, our families, just the people who's supposed to love us the most, but sometimes fall short. We're gonna talk about that a little bit because it's been rough and tough on my heart to talk about the love that we give to each other and how sometimes we don't elevate one another. And we're supposed to do a little bit better with that. And I want to talk about it and see how y'all felt about it and some of the experiences you possibly go through.
I've noticed there's a lot of love in the community, right? Like there's a lot of love to be given, but there's also some hate out there. And you can't have the good without the bad, right? They say you
Exactly.
kind of have the yin and yang. So unfortunately, it's part of life. But when you receive love, it's some of us do a really good job at uplifting other survivors, and not only survivors, anybody that So, well, in essence, a
Yeah, because see, I
survivor.
wasn't even just talking about survivors. I'm talking about families. Like right now, I got some family going through some stuff, and they don't feel loved by the family that's supposed to love them the most. And
Yeah,
so sometimes we got to shine a light and call a thing a thing. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really talking about love all the way around, not in the survivor community because we all surviving something, but I'm talking about it just in daily life.
in
How we actually,
general.
yeah,
I'm blessed that I have a great support system, and everybody in my family is really tight. I got both my siblings here. So today's kind of one of those days we're gonna chill, relax. We're supposed to go to the beach, but that's out of the plans because my little niece got her hair did, so she don't want to mess up her hair. So,
No.
um, to address the yes, I got my nails done.
you
Let's
know
get that out
what?
of the way.
Let me see them nails. Is they
They
popping?
cute. Let me see.
Okay, okay,
Oh
they black.
yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to clean my fingernails. It's great.
See,
Yeah, nasty.
that's the filthiest. You all filthy McNasty.
I'm still a guy. I mean, honestly, but like in all jokes aside, this weekend has been uh talking about love. Like I got a lot of love for my sister, and we were able to spend time together, which normally we don't get to because we're both grown, and she has her family, and I'm me with my mom, and my dad. You guys know, so I
Hey,
Jocelyn,
Jocelyn.
and
Hey.
there was a lot of love to go around, and that's why I got my fingernails did because my sister was like, "You just up for it." She was like, "I would have killed one of the kids to do this," and I was like, "Well, we get to do it now." So, um, I'm not going to continue with the nail thing. As soon as they're done, I'm done. But I'll rock them for a couple of days.
Okay. That's good looking and support on the niece because she worked real hard for that. So you had to rock it for a little bit.
She did a good job.
She did. She didn't get all around your nails and all that extra. She actually got
Mm-hmm.
just the nail. It's cool. How old
Yeah.
is she? Matter of fact, we want to know.
Uh, she's 11. She's
That's what's
11.
up.
She don't look like an 11-year-old. These kids nowadays, 11 looks like 16. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
facts.
Um, but she's awesome, and I got to spend time with little baby niece, who's going on 3 months, so she's a newborn, and it
Oh.
was cool. It was cool just to spend time with them and um enjoy these little moments because as you get older, you don't get to really spend as much time as you want to, right? Because we get caught up in our own daily life. So any moment that we get to spend together is all love, jokes, and trying to take advantage of the opportunity given for sure.
Right. You just said something though that hit home. That the older you get caught up in your own life, so you forget the people around you and how much they matter and how much they need that same love because you caught up
Yeah,
in your own.
Mm-hmm.
How you deal with stuff like that, Trina? Or courage, my bad, boo.
get it right.
Well, I mean, I just love myself. I'm just over here today,
Oh, you smiling, smiling. Oh,
Yes, I mean, it is
Tell me, I just
nothing
love
better
myself. Hey,
than
Marcella.
how
self
you doing?
love. I mean, who cannot love this? All of this.
Well,
But
see, the thing is not that they don't love. You know what I'm saying? The people who going through what they're going through, it's not that they don't love the person. They just don't know how to give that person the love that they need.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that
I
they don't
think
love them.
that you have people that don't know how to love because they never received it. Then you have people that be like, you don't love me because they used to a different type of love. But
Yeah,
I feel like that if you shine love on a person and keep shining love on a person, then eventually they gonna love how it feel,
yeah.
and it's just gonna come into one. Now, as for family members, oh, that's a hard one.
Well, we had the graciousness, the graciousness, is that even the word? I don't know.
I
But
don't know.
we had the opportunity to meet your niece and nephew, and they were fantastic. It looks like they had a good time with their auntie, and um, it was great to see. You know, you have a
My
little
niece and my
divorce.
let me tell you about the connection with my niece and my nephew. They are my niece and my nephew because of my oldest sister birthed them, but they became my kids when my sister passed.
Mm. Oh wow.
So yes, because they was young. And so me and my niece, we have a mother and daughter connection. She'll tell you quick, don't be messing with my tea lady, my mama.
Hmm.
The love with them is unconditional. That's my motivation right there. I mean, y'all see me like laughing and stuff, but if you really want to see me come out of character, just mess with one of them, and I'm like a mama lion, like it automatic just come out. And I'm like, ooh, where they come from? And I think it's a different type of love, like for mothers and parents. And I know Joy, like if somebody mess with your line, your little baby
Girl, you
cuz.
already know the line that's gonna come through with the what?
With the come through.
You already know it. I'm a little crazy. Don't let this stroke fool you because this right hand got that pimp strong on it. So,
Oh,
you never know. I might
come on with it. Come on with it.
you
Shout
so
out Kevin Hart.
no, that's
No,
real
not
too.
Kevin Hart. Cat Williams.
No, but
But
seriously,
you know, on real talk, it is some people. There are some people out there that don't get to experience the love that they really need to push through recovery. And my heart goes out to them because that's a sad situation. But at the same time, I just really wish they could love that. You know, the first thing is love yourself because you
that's
can't wait to
true.
know. I mean,
You know that's true, but that's a cliche. Like real talk.
No,
yeah,
like it's a
yeah,
cliche because it's true. Like a lot of people use it, but how can you love something else if you don't love yourself? How can you reciprocate that and put it out into the world if you can't even agree with the person you're looking at in the mirror? You know?
That's true, but again, that's when it comes to like relationships and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like a parent's love for their child. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
That's
yeah, that's one thing that's like
so love,
embedded
like
in your DNA.
right. But there are people in this world who feel like after a child reaches a certain age, they can't do anything with them. Like love is there, but there's nothing they can do for that person. Y'all agree with that? Or how do you feel about that?
um, I agree with that sentiment to a certain extent. There's some parents that you're always gonna be their kid, and they're always gonna be there to support you. And I'm lucky enough to have some of those parents, but I met parents that once you're 18, they kind of clean their hands and they feel like their job is done. That's still your kid, though. Like regardless of how old you are, even if that kid's 50 years old and you're blessed to still be alive, um, that's still your little baby boy or baby girl. It doesn't matter how old they are, So, as a parent, I feel like your job is never done until the day
Absolutely.
you
yeah,
die.
yeah.
That was the nail on the head, Junior, right there. As a parent, that job is
And I don't
never.
have kids. I don't have kids of my own, but I just know from experience that my mom. I've definitely done things in my adult life to have my mother's, I guess, love or heart kind of be more distant. And she's never given up on me. She's always been proud of me, even at my lowest. And that's kind of helped with who I am today, where I'm like, I see that love every day. I don't. She doesn't. We're not huggy dovey, lovey dovey in the sense where she's always giving me hugs, and
Right.
I don't need that all the time. But as I've gotten older, I appreciate those moments more because I know what it's like, and I know what it's like to be distant from family. So um, it's important that we show love to other people as well, like kind of like that. do to unto others what you want done to yourself. And if you want to be treated with love and respect, treat people with love and respect, and that energy will come back in one way or the other. Another.
Right.
Some
Go
sometimes,
ahead.
but
Go ahead, Courage.
I used to think that too. Sometimes I have to go back and think like I give out love, but I don't receive it.
No, I get that, and not everybody's gonna give you that energy. But like, if you think about the grand scheme of things, right? Um, for example, I'm not putting anyone's business out there, but let's say your relationship is a one-way street, right? You
Right.
think about that relationship to you may be the most important thing in your life, and you feel like you're not getting that love back. But if you think about it,
And y'all see me?
look at the friends that you have, look at the family members that are in your life. You have
Right.
other ways of getting that love and attention, one way or the other. So
Right.
you may not be getting it from the person that matters, um, but you're still getting love.
Yeah, I know what you said, and it ain't even necessarily from the person that matters, from the person you want it from. But that don't mean it's not around you. You just have to sometimes search it out and be around those people who you know will give you that love that you're searching and seeking for.
Yes.
But I guess I'm talking and speaking about people who don't have that voice to even know what that love is supposed to look like. Because there's some people who are treated like jacked up and they think that's normal because they don't
Yes.
know what
Yes.
real love looks like. Even in families, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, it's
Yeah.
not just about survivors, it's about literally everybody. Because I think we've all experienced this at one point or another in our lives, period. Have y'all not?
No, for sure, for sure. And that's sad, right? When you come across those people in your life that don't know how to love. It's like such an elementary thing. Um, but there, unfortunately, in this world, there's people that were mistreated and um, weren't shown a lot of love growing up, and they don't know as adults how to cope with
Oh,
that.
well, I'm sorry. Wait a minute, Junior. I'm sorry to cut you off. This was deep. Did y'all read this comment? Love is
Your
different
love is
because
Yeah.
of the
different.
brain injury, because it's like you lost the ability to have feelings. That's deep.
It's deep, but I don't necessarily agree with that. Like
For some
it
people,
does.
remember, it's
Yeah,
not for
yeah, you're
everybody.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Some
it's
people.
different. Ooh.
It's okay to cry, Jocelyn. You want to cry later? We can have a little cry session.
You know what? I'm sick of you.
I'm serious though. If she
But no,
was
I
to like,
feel what you're saying. We can have a little
I-
cry session if that's what it's about. But
I'll put on some sad music. I'll put on Titanic,
you know,
whatever's gonna make you cry.
everything takes practice, though. Even getting back our feelings. So I mean, it just takes you to practice. Who hand? Boy, come
I
over
was
here
like,
to
what
get
the hell?
I had an alien
I
come
was
Well,
over.
like, what the hell?
Good morning,
I
baby.
have feelings, and I mean, at first it was like a lot of feelings, very emotional. You say one thing, and I get to crying. Ooh, they don't love me no more, and then it'll be just. I had them days where like if somebody don't call me, and I be like, don't nobody love me. And so when the scam people call, I get them a hard time.
No, it's true. And like Jocelyn said in that last comment, every brain injury is different. So I can't sit here. I kind of take that comment back a little bit because everybody's different and everybody doesn't have the same support system or the same feelings or the
Right.
same upbringing. Everybody's different, so everybody has a unique story.
Yeah, every
So
trauma is different in general. Yeah.
yeah. So but if you want to cry, Jocelyn, I got you.
Yeah,
I
we'll
got
cry
you.
because
Yeah, we
I
got
know
you. We'll
I
cry
got something
together.
in
But
me to cry
that's
about.
not the feelings. Because them the feelings I don't want back. Like I cried enough. I don't need those. Keep
Yeah.
them.
Hey,
But those
but
love feelings.
but joy. Now crying is it ain't always bad. Sometimes you can cry in happiness.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
said it was bad. I just said I cry enough. I don't need no more. Because
Yeah.
listen, I be watching some TV shows and I get to crying about life. Like, I want that so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me hugs, son.
I'm crying now. You never guess why?
I feel that
Because
though.
I ain't got no more zebra cakes. I get so emotional. I ain't got them.
What, girl?
She talking about zebra cakes right now. We're on the whole like serious conversation, and she's talking about zebra cakes.
I'm so tired of her.
That is serious.
Ooh, pull yourself
That
back,
would,
girl.
that would
No.
change my whole attitude.
Wait, man. Does
If you
zebra
had,
change your attitude?
are we still talking about little Debbie?
I hope not. I'm so over. I'm tired of y'all right now.
Girl, I will send you some fucking zebra cakes. I don't like cursing on this show, but
Don't
like,
fuss
that's
on the
what the
show.
day. I did already. But I will send you some more zebra cakes. It's fine. Like a friend of mine says, hope is on the way.
Speaking of love, because y'all, I'm tired of y'all need zebra cakes.
Yeah. We got off course.
Yeah, we got off. We got off. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we find.
That's broke brain, so it's all
Yeah.
good. We're gonna reel ourselves back on. Now, speaking of love, what I was gonna say,
come back to the light.
is that sometimes I feel like I overlove. Does that make sense? Like you put so much of your feeling and heart into something that when it don't happen, you completely your soul is crushed. Like, do y'all go through that?
Yeah, but like, what sense are you talking about? Like, what's the context when you say you overlove?
Like, okay, like for instance, my brother. I'm protective of my brother. So when that situation happened, when the KJ cut his music, I immediately went off because how hard I love my brother. So I was like that mama bear that Trina was talking about and ready to attack type. Do you think that there are, I guess, limitations, or do you think that it's because of our brain injuries that certain things impact us the way it do when it comes to loving someone?
I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest with you. I don't. First of all, I want to say I don't see nothing wrong with defending your brother the way you do. Especially someone like your brother, right? So who's not capable of really defending himself, right? So I have no issues with that. As far as like the other things you were saying, it's kind of like a part of our injury. Like we said earlier, everybody's different, but there is some similarities, right, in what we go through, and I think a part of it is, but I think a part of it also is like that we go through such a life-changing experience, such as a stroke or whatever, any trauma really. But like, I don't want to downgrade anyone's drama, but like when you go through a life-altering event, you kind of appreciate things more. Like if you thought about it, like you didn't think about how you walk. You know what I mean? When you before you had your stroke, you just did. But now you're like, man, I wish I could walk. You know, you're a lot more appreciative of those little things, and in turn, that leads to you being in tune with your emotions more. Like for instance, if I'm watching like a Spider-Man movie, because I can relate to this recently. Like a sad scene is gonna make like I feel extra sad now because of the brain injury. Like if I'm meant to cry in a movie, like the director's like, okay, this is gonna be sad. Like technically, like before I would be like, oh, that's sad, and then just move on. But now I'm like, oh, like Peter, you know, and I cry. Um, I think with the brain injury, you're more in tune with that. But like I said, it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both.
It makes sense. I find it that what do you feel, Courage? Before I even say anything, what do you think?
It's a difference because I'm not gonna say I don't like people be like you emotional because of your stroke. Now, if you had a stroke and you reacted to your brother that way, they'd be like, people be like, oh, she's very protected over her brother. But then after because of a stroke, they say, oh, it's her stroke. She don't know how to control her emotions.
Mm.
Yeah.
Me, at the beginning, yes, I couldn't control my emotions. It's days up and down, but sometimes I have to ask myself, is this just the normal me? Do it really have anything to do with my stroke? Or was I, because sometimes I think back, like, even before my stroke, I would have these emotional days.
Yeah.
So I don't think, like, some things I just don't relate to me having a stroke
Yeah.
because
No.
I know who I was before my stroke. So I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm emotional. I'm emotional
But do
because
you,
that's
do you feel like I was gonna like to piggyback? I love that word. That's like the word of the show, piggyback. Um, to
piggyback.
piggyback off what you were saying, do you feel like your emotions now are to another level because of your stroke, or you think you've always been that way, and it's just like part of the deal with you?
It goes to another level because not because of like it's basically more of I get mad. Like I'm not able to go out and get in my car and go where I want to go type of level. But I don't think it then got I don't think it's no. Then at the beginning, yes, because all I did was cry because I didn't understand why it had to happen to me, why this had to happen to me. You know them stages we go
Yeah.
through. But now, the more that I'm embracing who I am, it's less more emotion. That if I have an emotional day, I can come to you and say, "No, I'm having an emotional day because this is how you made me feel. This is how I'm feeling." And I
Yeah.
had a right to have that. It's not just because I had a stroke.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
Right.
Yeah.
I know since my stroke, I advocate more for people who can't for themselves. And I mean,
Yeah.
in every aspect. At first, it just used to be because of, my molestation and stuff I went through as a kid that I was protective over kids. But now I am protective over anybody who can't defend themselves. Like, I am the biggest advocate for people. And I don't know if it's I feel like we superheroes, and that's kind of my superpower was the gift of gab, and I'm still able to use my voice and speak up for those who can't. And so that's why this podcast and all the other stuff that y'all see me doing crazy, that's why I do it. It's because I still got a voice and I got to speak for those who can't. It's weird how that works.
It's true. Like, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be an advocate for like the sub community, but I feel like it's kind of like our responsibility at this point
Yeah.
to provide, like you said, the gift of gap. If you're still blessed with your, I struggle sometimes with the way I talk, not to over enunciate things, but um, I'm still like, thank the Lord, I still have my cognitive, brain in me, so I can still make rational decisions. I can still take other people's feelings into consideration, and I have no problem like going on a show like this and kind of talking where like other people would be like, it's not for me. Like, for instance, I was talking to my sister. We watch wrestling together a lot of the time, and it's kind of a way to see. Can you want to come in and say hi? I asked, yo, this is my sister. Don't destroy my shit. Hi.
Hi, how are you, sister?
She said, how are you, sister?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, you're live right now.
Hello, world.
Yes.
You cute
Hello.
girl. We see you.
Ain't you cute?
Team over, Jimmy, I swear to God. But
I give you so much.
listen, anyway, so we were talking about making a podcast, but she's kind of like, I don't know why she was like, so hi, world. She was like, let's do audio one because, like, I'm shy or whatever. Like, I think honestly, in the situation that we're given, if we're still able to kind of breathe positivity and show love to others who can't, it's our job to kind of do that. Where otherwise, like, what are we doing? Really. Like, at the end of the day, we should still focus on each other. Oh, I love that. That was a lot. Holy crap. Tina, I love
I
the
love the expectation
explanation.
that you gave that. A
Uh,
lot of stuff
That's
reflecting about
embrace
when I
it.
first had the stroke and so many emotions that I had never in my life, but really due to the reason why. True.
Very true.
Courage, did
Um,
you read your message, Sugar?
Yes, I did. Yes.
of course. If anybody says Trina, she's like,
You know, I see.
she don't care about nobody else's comments. But if you say Trina,
Y'all so petty.
yo, it can say strength and wisdom. She don't acknowledge the comment or nothing. As soon as it's Trina, yes I did. Yes I did.
The excitement was real, wasn't
Yo, like sometimes I feel like we're Dr. Frankenstein and we created a monster. Like for real, dude.
So,
She
you
lied.
know, when I see Trina, I'm like, I just forget about what y'all saying. I'm like, wait a minute, they called my name.
She's like, I'm not doing the show. What she said? And it was long. She was
it? I love it.
You know what?
it's all jokes and all love. Trina's like a sister to me. That's
Speaking
what
of
I'm doing.
love, she
Hey,
gave you all the love.
Uh huh.
it's
Wait, I'm crying.
only you would have had contact. Only you.
Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna call you and put you on Front Street. So
Y'all know I'm real like crying laughing right now. Wait a minute. I couldn't see. I couldn't see. Hold on. Okay. That was
You know what?
fun.
I'm just gonna sit back. I ain't you.
what? Oh, that
Now she's
was.
smiling real hard. I saw Trina. Oh my God. Now I'm just gonna sit back and watch the comments fly.
Yo, she normally, yo, am I lying? Everybody in the chat, like, have you ever seen Trina acknowledge one of your comments? If you don't say Trina, let's be
Don't
real.
don't do
I
our
know we're
sister.
talking
Don't
about
do our
love,
sister.
but she doesn't show any love to any of y'all. We're always like, hey, how you doing? You know, me and Strength. Hey, how you
I do
doing?
say hey.
Don't
What
do
we
my
doing?
sister. Don't y'all y'all about to see them have a fight on the internet.
I know. It's the other side, brother and sister. You know we always go getting at it. He loves to pick on me, y'all.
I do.
I
It's
know. It's
all
out
I
of
love.
mean,
love.
what
Bro.
brother?
It's out
What
of
brother?
love.
Even though you're my older sister, really, I'm still your brother, so I'm still gonna pick on you.
Yeah. My little brother. You act just I'm glad my mama didn't have no son. Cause you act just like my little brother. But I love you.
I
I'm
love you
But
too.
when you put the little brother out the room and you shut the door?
Yeah, you can't shut my door. Not on the internet.
y'all so funny. I'm over. I gotta wait.
See, y'all, this love
We
right here, y'all. This is
uh-huh.
love.
This is what
This
love
how
looks
we
This is a
express
perfect
love.
example. A perfect example.
like. But seriously, man, when you don't have it at home, wait, no, let me run that back. Let me run that back because I wanted to talk about this today because I had something that hurt my feelings, and I wanted to see how y'all felt about
Okay.
Look, I got to set up for this.
it. Seriously, I was told. I ain't gonna say by who, but I was told it was family. Let me say that it was family.
Okay.
Now, to me, with family in general, you're supposed to be able to call a thing a thing. You shouldn't have to
Mhm.
sugarcoat it, walk on eggshells, walk around it, sweep it under the rug. Your family. You're
Mhm.
supposed to talk about what it is.
Uh-huh.
And so I did just that because, again, I'm an advocate. And I spoke up while I seen things needed to be spoke up. And this person had the nerve to say, it was audacity to say, I inserted myself into the lives of these people. Now, mind you, it's a family. How do I insert myself if I'm part of the family?
Oh, Did that person said you insert yourself into a family issue?
But I'm family with the family.
If
And my
you
heart
ask her
cries
how
about
would
it because the person that said it to me shouldn't have said it to me.
Mm.
But didn't see nothing wrong with it, still don't see nothing wrong with it. And I guess my question to y'all is, can family insert themselves in family situations?
That's such a touchy subject. I feel like,
But that's why it's
yes
just
and
your
no.
opinion. It's just
Yeah,
your
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Yes and no, in my opinion.
Okay. And in
Um,
yeah.
your opinion, explain.
what I mean by that is like, yes, there's like different levels to everything, right? And with family, like you should be able to talk to your family about things you wouldn't necessarily talk to your friends about, or whatever X, Y, and Z, or your coworkers. There is a place to kind of insert yourself, but
Right.
it depends on the subject, right? It depends on the topic. Like if my brother's talking to his wife about something and they get into it, I'm not going to insert myself
Right.
because
That's
that's
yeah.
like not my place, really, you know. But if like me and my sister are arguing, for instance, and my brother decides to chime in, that's okay because he's family.
Say it's you and your mama and your sister insert herself. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's fine. No, I mean, like I said, there's different levels to everything, and those kind of issues are like, I guess no one should like jump into a conversation at your own discretion, right? Like, know when it's your place to jump in and include yourself, and know when not to, because there are times where, like I mentioned just now, like my brother talking to his wife, I'm not gonna insert my. That's none of my business.
Right. That's
That's a
couple
man
stuff. You know?
talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if me and my brother are talking to my sister and such herself, we're family.
Right. Okay. What you think, Courage?
I'm with June. It's like a yes or a no. I mean, it all depends. Like, let me not look. It all depends on like
Yeah,
what's the
because she didn't say your
situation
name.
in the what.
Go ahead.
I'm reading y'all. I'm sorry. You know.
No, you're good. She said, I'm not going to read it. I was like, yeah, because she didn't say your name.
Oh,
He makes it.
now, Courage, you should just read it because he said what he said. But I agree with you wholehearted, Marcella. I think so
Yeah,
too. But Courage, you never gave us your opinion. Did you read this, Sugar?
yeah, I did. Did you read it, Trina?
I say yes. You should be up to suit yourself. And wait a minute. I say
Please type
yes.
it
You
fast. You
should
know
be
how
up
to.
to my suit yourself and shoot the family situation. Being family because sometimes the family situation go left because no one said anything. Sometimes someone who's not directly affected by the situation can be the voice of the reason. I
Yeah.
believe that. I mean, you do need opinions of someone looking from the outside into it because
Hmm.
yes,
But
because
like I said,
everybody got
different situations could, cause for different uh results, or different causes, right? Effects,
Right.
where you go in and, yeah, you might see your sister arguing with your mother, for instance. I'm gonna insert myself because right now they're just two girls bickering at each other,
Right.
and no one's hearing the other
Right.
side. And I don't mean to be like two girls, whatever. Like it could be a guy and
Well,
a
we know
girl,
what you're
whatever.
talking about. We know what you're saying.
I had to clarify. We're in 2022. You never know. So I think
you know,
like I said, like it just considers on there the situation going on at hand.
What you were saying, Courage?
I believe that you have to be careful because when you insert yourself in like a big old family situation, it's going to be size taken. So when
Yeah.
somebody from that's not involved can say, this is my opinion, and we know you're not going to take sides with this person, that person, then it's just a direct opinion. Everybody have to understand it and be respectful of that person's situation.
Right.
Because people
True.
gonna take sides, and it could be that you're right, but just because you said it, I'm not gonna go with your opinion. I'm going with this person.
Right. And I can honestly say, I'm actually not one of them people though. I pride myself on right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't care who you are. If I love you, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and you ain't gonna always like what I'm gonna say. But the truth is what it is, and that's the only thing we can go with. You know what I'm saying? So
We know.
Don't do that. But that's
Somebody else got to get picked on doing the show.
What you say?
I said somebody else got to get picked on doing the show.
Girl, listen, everybody's so busy trying to paint it and make it pretty. Now, I don't want to paint these words. I want to tell you what it is. Because everybody, if I love you and it's real and it's genuine, I'm not going to just pretend because that's what makes you feel good. Like, to me, that's whack. And that ain't what real love look like.
Yeah.
So.
No, you have valid reasons.
See, at least I know I'm right. So now my feelings ain't hurt.
We don't do that. Don't do that.
You all don't be hating on me.
I know if anybody compliments today, because you guys are like full of yourselves today. I don't know if it's Labor Day or it's a holiday.
It's Labor Day. I put in work every day. Hey, celebrate Labor Day. Okay, I'm done.
Sometimes it's difficult being the only guy on the show. I'm just saying.
It's okay. You got this.
I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying anything else.
Why are you not saying anything? But since you won't say nothing else, let me say something else and tell y'all about my excitement because stroke camp is coming up this weekend.
There goes.
Oh, is it this weekend?
It is this weekend. I get on
this
flight
weekend.
Odessa. I'll be in Odessa, Texas on Thursday night, and it's going down. Stroke camp 2022.
Yeah, you're gonna say some other than this? Thank God you didn't say anything crazy, because we are online. And it's still camp. We're not going to Vegas yet.
That's in May. That's in May.
But look, shout out. Me, Joy, and Courage are gonna meet up in Vegas later on next year. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. She said, "Hey!" You see, that was a more appropriate response to what I was saying.
That's because she heard her name. She get on my nerve. That's when they hey.
She's like, "Oh, he's selling it, hey!"
Long as they say her name, the party turn on.
Actually, it was the word Vegas now.
But no, seriously, let me go back to it though. Seriously, y'all, I think whether it's stroke trauma, no matter what the trauma is, I think that as people, we should all start to advocate for one another because people see stuff all the time but don't say nothing. And it's like, if you pretend like it don't exist, then it ain't happening. But that ain't going to change nothing. Everything going to stay the same because everybody is acting like, I can't see nothing. That's how they looking over stuff. Like, let's not.
I don't know. I can't no more though.
You said what?
I can't not say nothing now.
And I mean about everything. Like I ain't saying go and try to fight people battles and go and insert yourself in dangerous situations. I'm just saying be a voice sometimes, Because I had to make sure I clarify that because somebody might go out there with their walk or their cane and be trying to stop or something and somebody push them over. I'm not saying do none of that kind of stuff, y'all. I'm just saying be an advocate and use your words if you have the opportunity and your voice box still works. Use it for what it's for and help some people advocate. And let's do this thing as a team.
Advocate, don't discriminate.
Hey, we should make that a thing.
Say it again, one more time.
Advocate, don't discriminate.
Advocate, don't discriminate. That's dope. We should make that a shirt.
Yeah.
Don't steal our ideas. I know we online, y'all. Don't, we said it first here on Straight Talk.
Straight to you on that. You gotta go.
We about to make that happen for real, for real. But no, seriously, the power of advocating and loving people. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then right on
Oh,
time.
you know
You
what
know
time
what
it is?
that means. It's Q&A
What
time,
time
y'all.
is it?
If you got something live you want to say to us, you want to ask some questions, you want some advice, you can hit up one of those numbers at the bottom of the screen. You will be live with us, and you will get your answers right now. So
Do we
there's the
know if
number.
this works?
Huh?
You know what?
You finna call me? Come on,
How?
call one on.
You
Cause he
better
just gotta
not.
see. He just gotta be the one, y'all. We about to find
Yeah,
out live.
yeah, yeah. You know, you just got
Cause
to
since
be
I
the
want
nobody
to
ever
see if
actually
this
called
works.
us, which number you calling?
The 409 one.
Oh, that's Trent.
I
Okay,
do.
Kurt.
I do.
Step your game up. You got to show the people that whenever they ready, they can just call us and get their questions answered right now.
It ain't ringing. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the
The excitement, though.
hell? Hello. This is Courage.
Hello, Courage.
I hate them, y'all. I hate them.
Hi. Can you
Can you
hear me
hear me?
now? Yes, I can
I
hear
can hear
you.
you.
You hear how she trying to sound cute? I'm tired of it.
I wanted to ask.
This is
Just on this
strictly
topic.
you. Uh-huh.
Listen, don't talk over the guest, right?
Right.
He's calling in. I was just. I was just.
I'm
I
supposed
was
to
just
not be
calling.
cussing on this show, but they got me so ready.
Listen, I was talking about, like, I heard you guys talking about loving and uplifting one each other. What's a certain way you would uplift somebody who's dealing with their trauma, with their stroke, or otherwise anything?
I'm sorry, but can you turn down your volume if you live because you echoing and I can't hardly hear you.
Look, we're gonna
All
try
right.
another way. I want to see if can
Hello?
you hear?
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Now, could you please repeat your question, sir?
Yes, absolutely. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about. I was just asking you. You guys were just talking about loving each other and uplifting each other. Can you please give an example of that type of love?
What type of love?
Oh my lord. Like an example of uplifting another person of trauma or dealing with a stroke. What's a good way to kind of uplift each other?
Okay, first of all, you need to I would say that when you look at yourself, don't just look at yourself as a stroke because a stroke is not who you are. It does not define you. Look deeper and just realize what you have to offer yourself and someone else, as in your heart, your spirit, your soul. What makes you find the love within you?
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Thank.
It was a pleasure. I'll be straight talk with you guys.
Well, thank you for calling Strengthen You.
All right, have a good day.
You have a blessed day.
I hate them, but I love them so much. But I'm trying not to cuss y'all.
It works, guys. Oh my god.
But it works. That is
Thank you
proof,
to the
guys, that you get to
caller.
call us and ask any questions you want. You can text us, call us, whatever you prefer, and you will be live and you will get your answers right on the spot. So we're gonna do this every Monday, Q&A time. You get about 10 minutes because the last 5 gonna be ours. But
Yeah.
but we love y'all, and we're doing this just for you because we got to remind you that you are not what happened to you. You are above the storm. And we're just going to talk about daily life things that we all live with and go through. So if you have topics, suggestions, anything you want to hear, seed, like don't hesitate to reach out to Strength, Courage, or Wisdom, because again, we are here for you. This show was made for you. Like it's all for you. So don't be a stranger, boo.
Don't be a
I just want to say that
stranger.
that caller sounded very eloquent and very intelligent. I just want to say thank you for calling in. I had a little technical difficulties. That's why I was on the screen. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much, caller.
Thanks, caller. All while the callers on the thing telling us, oh my God.
It sounded just like me. It's crazy.
No, it's really dope. And again, y'all, we just here to remind you. So with these last few minutes, Junior, you got anything that you want to tell the people
Um, yeah, I do actually. I think it's very important that we live in the moment and kind of like try not to reminisce too much about the past. Like the past is the past for a reason, and I understand it. It's very easy to get caught up whether you're looking at old pictures or whatever. But just instead of like, oh, woe is me, right? We love saying that here. Instead of woe is me, try to like take that out and help somebody else that's struggling. Even if you are struggling, you helping somebody else will help heal your struggle and help you with your struggle because it's not always about you. So, I think it's very important that as trauma survivors, stroke survivors, Parkinson's survivors, cancer survivors, whatever your trauma is, that you kind of get wrapped up in advocating because no one's gonna understand your story better than you, right? So it's kind of like up to you to like let people know what's going on. If not, people are gonna assume, and then you get upset, and it's really because you didn't provide anything. You didn't let us know what was going on with your life in the first place.
right?
So, um, yeah, uplift each other, help each other out. You see somebody that's kind of going through it, reach out and just, hey, brother, sister, I'm here for you. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it, and work on being there for your family members. Like, so what? Your cousin hasn't called you or whatever the case is. Reach out. Don't be petty and like, oh well, that person hasn't called me, so I'm not like.
Right.
Life is too short for that. Life is way too short for that. And even if you have to eat some crow, right? Um, that what's the worst that's gonna happen, really? You know, because at one point you guys are really tight. Don't let something so minor in the grand scheme of things get in between you and the person that you have a relationship with, whether it's your lover, your family member, your friend, whatever. Just be a good supporter, be a good human being.
Facts. Good human being. That is the word. Human being is the word of the day. Because as humans, we need one another. And I don't think people really realize that we stuck in this world where everybody's like, I don't need nobody. I'm independent. That ain't real life. The fact of the matter is we all need somebody. And don't nobody want to sit in this world and be alone with nobody. It's a depressing experience, to say the
It
least.
really is.
I've been there, and I'm sure all of us at one point had to deal with not having nobody and literally just having your feelings to sit in and just soak. But then some turned you around and was like, well, at least for me, I remind myself that I was naturally named Joy. So can't nobody steal from me what I possess naturally. God knew who I was before I did. So that's what I use to help me get through them storms. So you just gotta find what's for you. And just don't stay in um, that moment. But as Julian said, I want to piggyback a little bit. Don't let
You
time
can pick it
and
back.
your feelings keep you from loving the people who deserve your love. Hell, don't let it keep you from getting the love you deserve. Oftentimes people don't say they're sorry or don't admit to their wrongdoings because they got too much pride. Don't let your pride take away from you what's meant to give you life and love. Yes, hunty. Miss Courage, how do you feel about that?
Aw,
But
thank you, Quincy.
for my
I
experience,
love you, Quincy.
you
See,
have
I didn't
to.
say your name though, right? I'm just saying.
Then you
No,
ain't this
no
my
love from courage. I'm just saying.
Shut up, Quincy.
Listen,
Come
I'm
on,
just
Courage. What was
stating.
you saying,
I'm
girl?
just
What was you?
stating facts.
You don't even want to talk no more.
I'm sorry.
girl?
I'm sorry, courage. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm. You know me. I play too much.
You tired?
Love you,
You
dude.
tired? You tired there? Are you
Courage,
No,
tired?
I just want
I'm
you to
Look,
tell me what you was about to say, girl.
I was gonna say that from my experience that the more that I'm releasing the darkness inside of me, the more that I'm becoming more happier, the more that love is reaching to me, that I can see it more. Yeah, when it was already there, the darkness stopped me from seeing it. You have to, once you get that out of you, love will just come to you by by the tears. Then you just be singing. So that's what I have.
And I guess that's where that cliche comes in at. Because when you loving yourself, it attracts people who want to love you more.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So
When
I
you
guess,
just shine so bright and you
can y'all tell she's
smile.
thinking about love right now? The love is flowing through her right now. And she's just thinking
There
about other
goes
people.
my face.
Oh my God. Here we go. Another week of the song I'm mad. Thank you, courage. Oh,
Okay.
I do want to say something. I found this quote that I used today on SNU, and I think it's very valid for what we're talking about today.
Okay, what?
Who, who you are? Like, oh, that's sweet. I don't know who you talk about, but whatever.
Don't be rude.
Ooh.
He didn't say wisdom.
He didn't say courage neither, but
Happy
Weezy,
birthday to
Weezy,
you.
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to
We gave you a
you.
shout out earlier
Happy
on.
birthday, dear
Dear
Deborah.
Deborah, happy
Happy
birthday
happy
birthday.
to
birthday to
you.
you.
Yay!
We love all of
Okay.
our guests and our people who watch, so we try to make sure we give them a little shout out when we know little things about them. And we know this beauty queen has made 66 today. She is
68.
beautiful.
Hey.
68.
Yes.
Oh, see, I done messed it up even more, but she is beautiful, y'all. Her soul is everything. Yes. Thank you, Quincy. I love you, honey, with my whole heart.
Aw. She said, I adore y'all.
See, I
She is.
was right,
Oh, you are
66.
66. Oh, my bad. That's me.
Don't be trying to get
She,
ladies no more age, but she is
listen,
gorgeous, y'all. Her
she
silver
looks
is green.
great.
She
Whether
got
she was
energy.
25, 60, 50, 68, it doesn't matter.
I like the
You
way you
look
trying to
great.
clean that up. Clean it up, Junior.
Yeah, because he
That's
he
that
been on the
wisdom.
roll all he been on the roll this whole hour.
Oh my God.
He had
I'm
too much
early. I'm early.
coffee this morning.
I only had one cup. No, two cups. Two cups. Two cups.
Look what you say. I love you, girl.
Yes, Derva, I agree.
Why? Anyway,
It's love. It's love. It's love.
the quote is by Lyndon Johnson, and it says, "Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. So stop focusing on the past and look forward. Don't look backwards. Look forward."
Absolutely. That's great advice. You know, that's one of the things I always talk about anyway, because you're going to fall down if you keep going backwards. All you can focus on is what's in front of you. And sometimes the day is too long. So you got to remember to take it just a little step at a time. That little bitty inch that does so much. You know what I'm saying? So don't be hard on yourself. Be patient with your recovery. Be patient with your growth spiritually, personally, mentally, emotionally. Like be patient with all of it because it don't come easy. And when nobody taught us how to do these things, we have to like self teach, and that's hard. So just
Yes.
be patient with yourself. Know that there's
Hmm.
absolutely nothing in this world that you can't accomplish with that strength in you, of course.
Yeah, I just wanna say real quick, real quick. Joy, I just wanna, cause for you to do hosting and producing at the same time, we don't give you enough credit for that. So I just want to say thank you for all that you do, for making the ship and running it tight. We love you.
Oh, thank
We
you, brother.
love you, John.
Oh, she got the energy for
You,
that. Thank you, boo. I love
you
you,
know I
honey.
know you. You know I know you, girl.
I know, girl. I know, but I love all y'all and I appreciate y'all. And that's why I do this. And again, it's just to remind you of your light and remember that ain't no storm you can't get through. And without the hardest storms, your grass won't grow so pretty. So just accept it, embrace it, go forward in your journey and know that there's absolutely nothing that's gonna stop you except you. So shine your light. You are worth it, honey. You are needed. You are valued. You appreciate it. Thanks for coming.